Welcome back. Good morning all. Hello Pathway Finders, and this is the 4th of December and we are at the Place Ferry heading towards Puscatho today. I've already walked from the car from Puscatho out to here. I don't believe the signs, which says it's only about 6 miles, is more like 7. So that big house that I've just taken a photo of, we've got to walk all the way around the back of it. Place Church just behind that as well, so we'll just pop in there. We're in search of Fraggles, guys, folks. St Anthony Head, as you've seen, just over 2 miles. So let's see if we can find some Fraggles. No, today isn't sponsored by Jim Henderson, but I promise you the weather's overcast. It's supposed to brighten up, but the wind and the rain is coming in. Some sections exposed today that are quite windy. So my conversation will be a little bit cut to just these sheltered bits here. I'll come back to you in a minute of the church. So this has turned out now into a 14-mile round walk today. I've been waiting for the break in the weather, because after this week really we plough into the festivities of Christmas, and short days, weather's unsettled. I'm sure we've got a lot of storms coming up as well. A little bit of history around this part. St Anthony's Head was bought by the National Trust in 1959, and there are some cows on this section which I walked through earlier. They were quite pleasant. Some sheep as well. Just hope they've cleared though, because they did block the path, so I had to make a little bit of a detour. Church just up ahead here. No longer used for worship. Oh, what a pretty church. So peaceful. Beautiful church. It's not used for worship anymore, but it's still open to the public. Worth a visit if you're out on this part of the headland. So calm and peaceful in there. So we've come out of the church. We're in a little bit of woodland now, and then we'll head up a hill. I think you'll see St Maur's on my right, and then we sort of turn, and then we'll start to see where we've walked from. Now starting here at Place, the next section we head up along South Cornwall to hopefully tick off a few more places. If I say realistically, this will be the last walk of the year, and then onwards for next year. So that bit is the passenger ferry there, and that's going all the way up. It's not always about the coast, it's about these little inlets as well. There we have it, folks, right in front of us. That's Pendennis Point. Falmouth over there. Tucked in behind there is Gillingvace Beach. You can't quite see it, but that's the main Porth Beach all the way over there. And you've got Pendennis Castle as well. You can see it, but that's St Mawes Castle as well. And then, whoop, going downhill there, that is coming into view St Mawes itself. You tell it's not summer, apart from there being no sunshine. There's no dinghies or boats around. There's that one sole little boat there, and there was a little fisherman earlier on. And as you can see out there in the middle, that black thing sticking up is black rock. So I say there are no ferries going. There's a ferry out there going all over Falmouth today. Must be hit and miss, but definitely the place ferry, definitely not running until April next year. All that along there, that's sort of Nair Point all the way round, Helford, back out again, Pendennis Point, and in, and then the Flushing part of the walk we did, which is the SWCP, but still, path a little bit muddy in places. That's to be expected at this time of the year. So this little shed is where they used to keep the paraffin for the lighthouse. It's a paraffin store. Paraffin not used very much anymore, but as we can see, and then look at that view. Shame it's not all sunshine and sandcastles, folks, but you know, seeing the path, what it's like on a dull, dreary December. Here we come, Fraggles. There it is, Fraggle Rock Lighthouse. All those many months of walking when we could see it. Can't quite get it in the picture, there we are. Wow. For those of you that haven't watched Fraggle Rock, that lighthouse appears at the very start before disappearing down the Fraggles live. Some are quite close. Fantastic. That's been on my tick list on the path for a long time. Now we are walking up the hill to a sort of like a gun artillery part, and then out onto the Roseland Peninsula, and we will see the first sign of Dobman Point, which will stay with us for a fair bit until we pass that and hit Gorin Haven. That's next year though. So these are little holiday lets. We're right on the headland now. And just round the corner here, there are some toilets just before the artillery point. So 4 miles to go. I reckon that's probably 4.5. Toilets there. So this was like an ammunition site. So back in early defensive ages, there was an artillery gun here in the First World War and Second World War to protect Falmouth and the actual harbour itself. Just all left part of history here. So yeah, just there was an artillery gun which was in use in the First World War from about sort of early 1913 through to about 1917-18, and then again back in the Second World War, finally decommissioned in 1959, and then in 1959 the National Trust took over and purchased this land here. Worth a visit, probably on a better day. It's wheelchair access friendly. There's a bird hide down here, which I'll try and take a picture of in a minute. Visitors. Nice. Oh, I've got to watch out for the cowpats. Keep going. Luckily I'm not wearing red. And I can't see any male bull, which is good. I think they're all, well, brown cows. How now, brown cow? Dobman Point is on the horizon. That far point, the one in the far distance, that one, the far distance one is Dobman Point, I believe. Beach just over there, 1 or 2 people on it. We go round that headland and Puscatho, and then beyond is next year. So just over 2 miles left. Wind is definitely getting up. Sun didn't make a breakthrough in the end. It was always going to be a little bit hit and miss today. But laid up well. Walked a little bit further than I wanted to today, but again, walking's good for the soul, as they say. And all is good, all is good. Working up a good thirst for the plume of feathers. And then homeward bound after that. Don't know if you can see in those little dots, I can't get any more focus, but there are 2 seals just swimming around that little bit of water there, calling out to each other. Lovely beach. There are some seals singing away to each other at the far end. There is a sign that says give seals some space. But nice and sandy, I bet this is a great little beach in the summer. Wander down. Can't see it being that busy because there's no proper car park, you've actually got to walk to it. Bit of seaweed around. Other than that, I think this is the last beach before we hit Puscatho here. Dobman is over there, get another closer, and then we've got these at Port Low is somewhere either around that headland point. Portscatho to Port Low may well be the next walk. It's about a 7 miler. Just trying to avoid falling on my ass and getting muddy with less than half a mile to go. That again might be an out and a backer, and then the big one all the way round to Gorenhaven. But we'll look at the map and go from there. So a little over a year ago, I did the walk from Gwithian up to Hell's Mouth just before Christmas. Since then, the videos I've popped together. Hope you've enjoyed. And cumulatively now, if you include all my Macmillan hike walks around the coast, I've smashed over 100 miles so far. And that's still less than 1/6. Still less than 1/6 of the path itself, but it's a good chunk, which I'm really chuffed that I've done. Many more. It's almost a little bit like walking in from Covrack into the little village. Well, it's got a little harbour, not a great one, but worth having a quick look at. That is Portscatho to Place Ferry and back again via St Anthony's Head in search of Fraggles. So that is just around about 14 miles. The pub is calling for some liquid refreshment, and that is a wrap for 24, guys. 2024 done. Thank you so much for being on this pathway journey with me. All that's left for me to say now is have an amazing and wonderful Christmas and a peaceful, healthy and prosperous new year, and I'll see you all in 2025 where over there and beyond awaits. Squeeze you all soon, folks. Cheers. Cheers. Merry Christmas.